Heyo everyone, my name's Camo, and welcome back to my Snapshot survival world. It's been a bit since the last video. I was planning to post one last week, but then I got sick. So now we're here, I'm feeling a bit better, and we're just gonna get on with today's episode. Today, I'm going to continue the trend of keeping this Minecraft just very casual and calming, because recently I have done a lot of grindy Minecraft activity, and I just want to chill out in my vanilla world and just enjoy building away or working on a project and just brainstorming. So today we're going to play like a little game. We are going to finish like a small build or two that I've been leaving for a while. And then we are going to brainstorm the gold farm design since I've been delaying that for a couple episodes now, and I think it's time I start getting onto it. Now, so first things first, I want to play a game. So I have a problem in this garden tavern area where mobs from the caves keep coming up and moving things around, like endermen, or there's just a lot of mob spawning, and I want to change that. So I recently have had a huge fixation on potions. So I have two potions here. One is Swiftness 1 for 8 minutes, and then the other is Swiftness 2 for 1 minute and 30, which gives me 9 minutes and 30 seconds. I have a bunch of torches on me, and then I have my fortune pickaxe, an axe, and then a bow. So the goal of this is, we are going to go down into the caves, and we are just going to speedrun torching things, as well as getting as many resources as possible. The goal is to see how high I can get this score to be. We'll do this a couple times, so let's try it for the first time. We're going to do a little test run to see if this is actually like a viable... Alright, so our starting point is going to be right under the Garden Tavern. This is also right next to the Hall of the Ancients. Behind me where that Enderman is at, that's where it's at. So this is going to be quick. We can't run out of torches, we need to utilize our time well, and we need to make sure that there's pretty much no mob spawning as possible. And hopefully we can find some, like, good resources. Like, I'm pretty good on redstone, but I wouldn't mind if we found, like, gold, coal, iron, or even diamonds. So, without further ado, let's begin this swift run. So we're going to start off with the 8 minutes first. I think that should be a good head start, so we can just get, like... That's already a creeper. I've been running really low on ores recently, so this is actually a really good start to doing this before I actually start building the iron farm or gold farm. Because I want to put those off as much as possible, because on some level they do kind of ruin the fun. However, I do think they are important, and there are alternatives in this game from, like, an iron and gold farm, but they're just not viable. Like, don't get me wrong, like, nether gold and bastion gold is great and all, and, like, iron veins are pretty neat, but they just don't work out perfectly. Also, this is, like, the first time I've gone caving in a couple weeks without using, like, a modded client or having, like, mods installed, so it's a bit wonky right now. Like, I'm normally used to, like, ambient light and all that stuff. It has to be more smart with my torches. That's a big copper vein. Ooh, sweet coal. So we even find, like, mine shafts and coal, that's gonna be a good thing, because then we can get extra torches before our time runs out. So yeah, this is the Hall of the Ancients right here. Oh no. I fell in, okay. We're gonna go this way, because I've gone the other ways pretty much. So this is, like, a good start. Also, it starts higher up, so we have, like, a higher chance of finding more, like, coal and iron. So, based off the pacing of this game, I think there should be, like, a point system, and I think there should be, like, you know, the goal to, like, spend all the torches as well, or else there's gonna be, like, a penalty. And I mean, like, reasonably spend the torches, not, like... And I wonder if this would work better with beacons, because, well, the speed 1 potion is great for, like, 8 minutes. Like, having, like, multiple beacons in an area could also be helpful, especially when we can, like, up them up to speed 2 later on. But I need to get more beacons first, so that's the only problem with that suggestion. At least we're getting iron, though. So I think, like, iron should be, like, 1 point, gold should be, like, 3 points, and then maybe, like, diamonds are, like, 10 points each. It really depends what I'm looking for. Okay, this is a cave. This is something I can work with. I'm surprised we haven't seen, like, any, like, persistent zombies or, any other mobs, honestly. This is actually one of my favorite things to do. I hate strip mining with a passion. So being able to just go into caves and just dig, well, not dig, just explore these caves is really fun to me, especially with, like, all the mobs. Because I feel like there's a bit of strategy early game when you, like, see all that stuff. And I think it adds, like, a bit more to the stress, because in case you die, like... I was hoping the speed would help with the, like, movement in the cave, but I might need a bit more than that. As I said, I think beacons would be a great option, but I'd have to actually set them up underground in decent locations. Which pretty much ruins the entire point of the thing, because if I already have to go down there to set up beacons, then there's literally no point, because then I would already have torched up the location. Okay, so now I'm running out of the speed potion 1, so now we're going to move on to our last potion, which is kind of going to be like speed run type deal. Oh boy, this is really fast. Ooh, diamonds! Sweet. Okay. I actually did go to new chunks in this world recently to test out the diamond generation. And honestly, it's not that bad, especially in caves. Like, I found caving for diamonds in, like, these large caves make it, like, still, like, a decent, viable strategy. And it was almost... The area that I chose, it was almost equal to the amount of diamonds I got for strip mining, which I think is pretty balanced. Like, I wasn't always a huge fan of making diamonds, like, spawn less when exposed, because it was like, okay, we can go to, like, aquifers and stuff. But having, like, a slight increase makes it a bit more enjoyable for me, personally, because I can't sit back and do strip mining. I hate netherite mining with a passion. So digging in, like, a straight line forever is terrible for me. I just get bored easily, and it's too grindy, in my opinion. It feels like I'm, like, burning myself out. Because it's like, if I have to be that desperate to get a resource by just digging in a singular line, there's really no point in doing that. Okay, we're about to run out. Come on, get that iron. Okay, time has run out. Oh. No! I walked past the diamond. I can't get it, though. So let's calculate our points up. Alright, so after the first round, I decided I wanted to add a point system, so I made a calculation thing. So every time I place down a torch, that's already going to equal 1 point. Diamonds are going to be worth 10 points. 4 iron is going to be 1 point, 8 gold is going to be 5 points, 64 redstone is going to be a point, 32 coal will be 2 points, 128 copper will be 1 point, and then deep slate emeralds will be 25 points. Where we'll have all our resources. So for our first round, we got 80 diamonds, we spent 83 torches, we got 56 redstone, 2 stacks of iron, and then 48 iron, and then a stack of coal. And all of this will lead up to our final score right here after calculating it, which in this case will be 246 for our first round. That isn't bad, I don't think, so I'm going to leave those signs here, and we are just going to take another one of these, and we're going to take another one of these, and we are just going to jump right into it again. So if I go upwards, there's a higher chance for coal and iron, but if I go down the other way, there's more chance for gold and stuff. So let's get that instead. Ooh, there's a mine shaft down here. Can we make other loot worth something? Wait, a dungeon! No way! Okay, that is kind of impressive. Golden apple, saddles are good. Let's just take this all. So, now that we're in, like, a slightly bigger cave, I think it may be possible to get more, to utilize, like, the larger speed at the end, since I'm probably going to be hopping around less, since there's more space. And maybe it'll even help me get away from mobs quicker. I'm also thinking like the Speed 2 potion could also help wall in the mineshaft itself. Wow, this is a really unique mineshaft. It's gonna be much harder to light up these caves. Like in Old Worlds, it used to be very easy, but doing it now is kinda hard. More iron. Come on. Oh no, it's a dead end. It's gonna wear off, yep. Alright. Let's find our way back home. Alrighty, so I started looking at the total. So this is all our stuff over here. We got the raw iron, the golden apple, and then the diamonds and the gold. And unfortunately, I calculated it, so our final score is unfortunately 199 points. So I did add a new point system here, right here, which would be the golden apples, which are now worth 5 points. I think that's just fair since I was finding loot there. So unfortunately, my strategy didn't work that well as this round. The big cave helped with the speed, though. So what I might do is I might go farther out and then try to circle back later on to see if I can get more minerals and stuff. And also torch things up. So we have one more attempt here, so let's give this a final shot. I also think I can go a bit faster beyond the speedness as well. I think we have a lot more potential here than I'm doing for this first run. However, I think this makes caving a bit more exciting for me personally. Because as well as that, now I have to also go quick. And that can either risk me losing minerals if I go too slow, or gaining minerals if I get that eye. Oh my gosh. Diamonds! Okay, so yeah, there's not going to be any more there. I must say, that wasn't that bad of a start yet. This game is really about precision, though. I must say. Ooh, more diamonds. I'm hitting, like, the jackpot this round. Some of this world generation is beautiful. Oh, I see more diamonds. Let's get more of these. I feel no shame in what I'm doing right now with the diamonds, though. I should make an incentive for killing mobs, too, in this game. Because most of the time, people are just gonna run away and ignore it, and the whole point was to also, like, mob-proof the area. I know most of them will despawn, but if it's going to discourage people from placing torches by going this way, then I guess it's not that fun. So, school's started back up again, and we've actually now started getting our schedules. And I don't even know what to say to this, but so we have 9 periods, and sometimes the days rotate. We have like a day rotation schedule sometimes, where like some things change in the schedule. I have 4 study halls in a row. There's 9 periods. That means half my day is just going to be study hall. And personally, I don't want that, so I'm gonna have to change that. Ooh. Once again, diamonds are actually carrying this. Alrighty. So I tallied up the points this round. So I spent like how much did I spend? I spent like over like 101 torches. I got 21 diamonds, I got 50 gold, and I got 28 iron. So I tallied up the points. I'm not sure if this is right. If it is, I'll add an editor's note here. But I used up about 41 torches and 62 torches, and then I got 21 diamonds, 50 gold, and then 28 raw iron. This gave us a whopping 400 points in this game. Now, I have a feeling I definitely did the math wrong, but if it's actually 400 points, that is going to be really hard to beat in the future. And that is immense improvement. And I'm actually quite happy because that means we got like a total of 36 diamonds, 4 stacks of iron, and then 2 stacks of gold. I think this is a good haul, as well as using up all those torches. Alrighty, we are back in Stardust. We are currently smelting ores, we are currently just sorting stuff, and it made me start to realize that I don't think I actually ever showed Stardust on camera besides this room right here, where I actually put away stuff from the archaeology. So, this is actually just one room of the area, and this isn't even the main area, so this is the actual main hall. There's a little party room, there's a cake room, and then there's my storage room, and then the actual furnace room itself, and then down there, there's a hall for all my friends? I guess it's a single-player world, but I don't know, I felt like the space just felt familiar when I was making it. I don't know if it was because the entire house was flipped, or whatever, but I feel really comfortable in this house, and it's nice to have at least, like, some references to some old friends. So this is the main storage room, this is the biggest storage room I have in the world. And most importantly, if we go here, there is a dolphin tunnel that will actually take us all the way back to the Garden Tavern. However, as you can tell, it looks really unfinished. This used to be just like a shut down door, but I opened it recently to add the tunnel. But the entire wall is kind of just meh looking. So I want to get some like frog lights and like skulk and other really like mystical like time warpy blocks and just build it here. So, first things first, we actually do need frog lights, so we're gonna actually have to head to the village, and we're gonna have to get a bunch of frogs with us. Alright, we are at the village now, and over here we have the frogs I think that we need. So these ones are the yellow ones, I believe, then the green ones make the green ones. These ones make the purple ones. And I think that would be the best fitting color to do for this, but I actually need to make sure I have leads somewhere. We've reached the stairs, guys. Uh-oh. 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 Okay, you know what? This is fine. We'll carry them up. I take it back. Frog AI is the dumbest thing ever. No, why do you keep walking off? You don't want to walk off. Okay. He's safe. He's safe. Okay, we got this. We have got this. Ladies and gentlemen, I have found the most useless feature in Minecraft. You can use 4 magma cream to make a magma block. Why would you do that? I have no clue. You know, after sitting AFK, hitting things with an axe, I started to realize, I don't have sharpness 5 on my axe, and it still uses fortune 3. You know, maybe it's time I just disenchant this axe and then just get another one, because it's painful. Like, I used to enchant my axe with fortune 3 because most of the time I would be mining bookshelves, but now that that isn't a viable option anymore, there really isn't a point, unless I, like, you know, save that one old villager. But, you know, now it's kind of just like, it's better to use, like, pumpkins and melons. Alrighty, so we got all our frog lights, and I got some extra resources here. So we have a bunch of skulk blocks, amethyst, warp stem, and then all the frog lights. I'm just going to play around with most of these blocks, and I'm also going to move this glazed terracotta to the middle, because I think it could do a cool effect. However, I set my dolphins free when I do this, so we're going to actually have to be really careful. and try to lure them back. Okay, so what we want to do is we want to take out this block right here, and then replace it. Let's first place down all the stems so we can get the glazed terracotta back, and then we can continue building. So let me rip out all this glazed terracotta and replace it with the stem, and then I'll get back to you so we can actually, like, work on the main part of the build.
12 seconds later.
Well, crap! Uh-oh. Oh, no! Uh-oh. Oh boy, let's see the damage. Oh! And the dolphin died. Of course it did. Well, I didn't lose my elytra. I got cooked fish from this. Pickaxe. Oh boy, the entire staircase is messed up. So is the tinted glass down here. This entirely got ruined. I don't even have, like, a backup I can use for this. Like, this is gonna have to be, like, actually repaired now. And bam. Okay, I think we repaired it all. That was... Oh, I forgot the amethyst crystals, but... That was really inconvenient, I'm going to be real. Because I didn't even mean to right-click these, I accidentally just right-clicked this at, like, the wrong angle, and it blew everything up. And because of that now, we no longer have a dolphin. We practically lost most of this build right here. My ender chest blew up. Wait a minute. No! Great, now I'm gonna need to get another one. Well, in that case, we're gonna need a lot more resources. We're gonna need a lot more stuff. So, for now, I'm going to just cut away, and I will be back once I get enough resources. Alrighty, we got all the resources, and we fully repaired it after our little incident here. We have a bunch of resources now, so I got a lot more skulk, I got a lot more frog lights, and I got a lot more logs. And our goal is to make it look something like this, as you can see here. Now, I actually gotta fly through here. Yeah, that's gonna activate it. So, currently, I already have done most of this side right here with the log placement, but we're gonna go further and just, first off, finish all the log placements. And then, I guess, we can have our little chit-chat here right now. Video talk now. I don't know how that's gonna work during the school year. I will try to upload on, like, a weekly basis, but it might be every other week, depending on how I'm feeling. Even this week's video was really hard for me, since I still am a bit sick. And it's already, like, Tuesday, and I haven't edited the video at all yet. So, and I still need to do, like, one more segment, and possibly analyze the snapshots this week. So I need to be very careful about what I'm planning to do in the future. While I try to upload my Snapshot Survival World every Thursday too, I think I'm just going to change it to whenever. Because if a snapshot is lengthy, or like major, then I would love to make an extended video on it and post it on a Thursday. But if the video is already done and I want to make like another one, or I think I can go a bit longer, then I might just extend or remove deadlines rather than just forcing me to make content in a thing. Because I found, like, I think deadlines have definitely not been helping my content flow or what I want to do with this. So, taking a step back and just, you know, trying to make something that's enjoyable, filled with content, and maybe a bit more interesting would be a lot more fun for me. So in the recent versions of Minecraft, they're adding more features to data packs now, and since last time I've used them, they've gotten really cool, and I'm getting to the point where I really want to start playing with the data packs in newer versions now, and make some things, because I really love mini games, and I also love making like really cool, useful tools and stuff, and to get to the point where data packs will become more like modded features is going to be insane. Because they work pretty well with resource packs as of now. There's still some quirks with like items and like making like unique items and MBT data crafting and that kind of stuff. But when more of that stuff gets there, it's gonna look amazing, and it's gonna be amazing. Alrighty, it is complete now. So I fully finished the tunnel all the way from starting here, which is a nice like skulk drop into a deep pit, all the way. Ooh, that's a lot of stone. Where'd all this stone come from? You get lost. Okay, let's redo that. So now I've completely finished the tunnel over here. As you can see, there's a lot of skulk, and it leads into a deep, ominous pit, and then it leads right into this tunnel. And it looks so good. Like, it looks really unnatural, and I really like that, because it feels like there's just a bunch of just lights and arrows, and it feels very overwhelming going through this tunnel at hyper speed. Because then by the time you get over here into Stardust, then it really does feel like madness. It's like, oh, how did I get over here? This is like 500 blocks away underground. So, I think that's cool. I think I did a good job. I have to clean up all these shulkers now, though, but then I will see you in a second. Alrighty, so a new snapshot just dropped. It's 23W33A. Last week's snapshot wasn't that interesting, so I'm not going to cover any of it, but this week's was kinda interesting, and I actually want to give it a spotlight because I have two questions regarding it. So, the first one is, I found out sponge sounds have changed. So, let's see what they sound like now. Oh, that's nice. Okay, let's hear what the wet one sounds like. Ooh. I like the wet sponge sound. Do you know how satisfying that would be under carpet to make that really squishy, damp sound? Okay. Now with the sponges out of the way, I had another question, and it's regarding the new mob-like attack system. So the way it works now is it calculates their bounding box and then like a bit of the range. So the bounding box for each mob will be like a height, and the reason why we're at this village right now is because I want to test this out on an iron golem. Now, if I recall, an iron golem is 3 blocks high, which means I assume we would need to be either 3 or 4 blocks high when we hit this guy. So what we're going to do is we're going to hit this guy and we're going to run. And see how high we have to stack up now in order to avoid this. If he still focuses on me. 1, 2, 3. I think we have to go higher than 3 now. Oh, actually, no, this didn't change that much. Didn't you only have to stack up like... Oh, no. Oh, I actually needed that guy. Whoopsie. Well, that was a bit anticlimactic. So in short, though, most of the new mob attack system will, like, prevent things from, like, Ravengers hitting through blocks, making the attacks a bit more fair and reasonable and logical, and a bit more intuitive so we don't die constantly. Besides that, though, I think I'm going to end this video here. It's been a bit of a week since I'm still a bit sick, and I'm trying to get back into the flow of things. Thank you so much for watching. If you liked it, like, comment, and subscribe, and if you want more or have feedback, let me know, because I am still learning and I would love to take it in. Thank you so much for watching, and bye-bye!